Would you like to get your hands on every item in Animal Crossing New Horizons immediately with very minimal effort? You can get your hands on all the furniture, all the clothing, all the DIY recipes, and more. Not to mention infinite free cash. This is super easy to accomplish, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to get to those islands that are full of treasure. And stay tuned to the very end because it's not just items and money that you can get. Before we begin, quick shout out to my cousin Talyn. I know you're a big fan of Animal Crossing, so I dedicate this video to you. Okay, for those who don't know, let me first briefly explain what a treasure island is. A treasure island is a flat island filled with every item in the game, and is typically run by someone who has modded their Nintendo Switch. As long as they're not charging you real world money for the items, they aren't really breaking the Nintendo terms of service, which is important because that means you can't get in trouble for accessing the islands. So how do you access the islands? Easily. All you need to do is go to Twitch, either by using a browser on your computer or the app on your phone. In the search bar, type Treasure Island. There will be a few that pop up and they all operate similarly. For this video, I'll just be using this one, Nook's Treasure Island. I'll also link it in the description down below to make things even easier for you. Alright, when you get to the Treasure Island stream, they all kind of look similar to this. This is Nook's Treasure Island. You'll be greeted to this. This is constantly being streamed and updated on the page. It tells you how many people are in each island, and it also tells you Dodo codes that you put to go to the island. So for instance, up here is the 2.0 update islands. They have all the items that they added during the 2.0 update for Animal Crossing. Then you got the treasure islands. These are just kind of an assortment of random treasures, furniture, clothing, you name it, a lot of event type stuff. You got the DIY materials islands, which is all the DIY recipes you can find and the materials to make the DIYs. Also, I found some golden tools on these islands as well. You got the clothing island, which is straightforward. That's for clothing. Furniture islands is for furniture. Old furniture's the furniture that came when the game was released. These regular furniture islands have furniture that they added with updates. And then garden islands have all the flowers that you can gather, trees, fruits, and you name it. To enter any of these Dodo codes, you're going to want to go to your airport located somewhere on your island. Once you enter, go to Orville, this fella at the back. Then he's going to ask you how he can help you out. Say, I want to fly. Then I want to visit someone via online play. Roger. Then just wait for it to connect to the internet and do not touch while it's saved. Then you want to search via Dodo code, and then whatever Dodo code you see on the screen, whatever island you want to go to, enter that Dodo code, and then you'll be on your way to get all your free loot. These islands over here are the sub islands, which have more or less the same items. There are some items that you can't get. The only way to access these Dodo codes is to subscribe to the Twitch stream. Although if you'd rather not do that, it's not a big deal because you can still get a ton of items just by bouncing between the islands that they offer without having to subscribe. You could even go to any of the other streams to see what kind of items they have that you can access without having to subscribe to theirs, because I'm sure the collections are different. Or you could do what I did, and I just subscribed using my free Prime sub that I get for having an Amazon Prime subscription. If you do subscribe, you can access the rest of the island codes through Discord. Much like Twitch, you can access Discord by either using your web browser or get the app for your PC, Mac, and or phone. If you do subscribe, they do add one really cool feature that I think makes it worth the sub. So they also give you the ability to find items if you're a subscriber. So I typed here earlier, find Mario hat, and then it tells you exactly which servers it's on. It's usually just the subscriber only servers, so these ones here. So it says Misty Moon and Sunshine are the servers that you can find it. It tells you right side row 8, right side row 21, and then it gives you little maps that are very hard to understand, but there you go. So you know exactly which server it's on. If you don't know the name of what you're looking for, or you just need to know how to spell it, or you just want to browse what the game has to offer anyway, you can go to Nookpedia and they have a nice little curated list. So if you wanted, I don't know, something office related, then boom, it tells you everything in the game. So if you wanted a gaming desk, you can search that, or a water cooler to talk with your buddies over, and you could find them on Nookpedia. Each stream also comes with their own set of rules, but I think there's only 3 that's kind of common between all of them that really matter. One rule is you're not really allowed to open up your Nook phone because it prevents other players from joining the island. The second rule is you can't use the minus button on your controller to leave the island, you have to leave through the airport. For some reason, if you don't leave using the airport, it can cause the server to crash and then they have to reset the Dodo codes. And the third rule is under no circumstances are you supposed to share the Dodo codes with anybody, especially the subscriber only codes. Now at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that it's not only items and cash that you can get. In addition, each server also has a selection of villagers that you can access. And between all the islands, you basically have access to every single villager in the game. Which means if you have your own empty villager plot on your own island, you can go track down any villager that you so desire and have them come live with you, which is pretty spectacular. Now, some of you might be thinking that all of this is cheating. And to those of you that do, let me ask you this. Is this any more different than, for instance, if you were to play Minecraft on creative mode versus the standard mode where you would have to go and find all the materials you need to build? Personally, I think that these treasure islands basically turn Animal Crossing into creative mode, for those who just want to create their dream house without any limits to their own creativity. But I am curious to know what you all think, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But until next time, keep on questing.